go. Bam. It's recording now.
Wait,
Hello,
Kento,
hello,
what
hello.
happened to your lighting?
Oh, I can just there you go. I can change the color. It's pretty epic.
Oh, damn.
All right, it's recording now, so you can start the thing whenever you want.
What's your CTF, huh?
I am not
What is that?
allowed.
Web dev.
Oh, whoops.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Karthik, you're unmuted.
One of the-
You're
I think he's a public
unmuted.
voice.
Unmuted, man.
uh,
Can I screen share? Nope.
yeah, I'm enabling that. Hold on. Forgot to make you where are you? Zoom in. Co-host. Bam. Okay, Hillary, make co-host. Bam.
Cool.
Rishi, make co-host. Bam. And Sophia, make co-host. Bam. Bing, bing,
I
boom.
am
It's done. The deed is
looking
done.
for my share screen window. There it is.
Okay, so before we start, I just wanna talk about one thing. So I think for second semester we're gonna be building something using a server, and the idea that we came up with over the winter break is like you know how on your phone you get emergency alerts, right? Like COVID lockdown alerts or like I don't know curfew alerts or something. We were thinking, what if you can have an app or a website where you can view the history of all of them, right? And you can see more details, go back to them, and like have basically a dashboard of emergency alerts. And so we're going to try to build that over the next few months. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty useful. And then eventually, I think eventually we can publish it on the App Store as well. So yeah, that'll be super cool.
Okay.
Or I mean the Play Store. Google Play Store, I mean. App Store's too expensive.
Okay, good. I mean, do we have any club funds? Do we know that?
No, I already have a developer account, so it's fine. I can just use it.
Okay then. All right, cool. So there's just a few things we need to install, mainly Node, and we should have VS Code and Git installed. So I'll just here you can. I think in the Git meeting that we showed these two. We're also assuming for Mac that you've installed Brew, but I think Hillary showed how to install Node without Brew, so you should be fine. For Linux, we're assuming that you know how to do it, and if you need help, just DM one of us or DM me. Yeah, DM me. I know things. Yeah, because it depends on per distribution. And
I think before that, could you just do a walkthrough of the three things you listed? Can you go back to the slide for Windows?
Oh
just download these things.
Yeah,
Because I think a few people in here may not have done that when we did the presentation, so it'll be useful.
Okay. If you need help, just stay out till the end of the meeting because this one's gonna be pretty short. So just stay and then we'll guide you through it. So I actually wanted to start with Node first. So Hillary, go ahead.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we're just gonna we're gonna install Node. So for Mac users, there are two options. You can use the terminal or you can just go onto their website and download it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the link. Oh yeah, so that's just for Mac. And then for Windows, it's the same link. So yeah, you just click, download. And then for Linux, you have to open up the terminal and then enter in that code on the slide. So I'm gonna go ahead and just paste it in the chat.
I mean, assuming if you're on Linux, you probably already know how to do that.
I mean, okay, for that Linux thing, that should be specifically for Debian and Ubuntu distros. And if you go on Node.js and look a bit closer, you should be able to find, because you need to add a specific repository. And but I think Ubuntu has it pre-installed, the repository. I mean, so you should be fine for Ubuntu, but for Debian, you know what?
Probably one or two people in here have Linux, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, on Windows,
it should
basically,
be fine.
You go to the website we sent in the chat, right? And then there's a big button that says Windows Installer, and you just click it.
The MSI
That's it.
one is the one you're looking
Yeah.
for. It's
And
the
then it
64
downloads
bit.
automatically, and then you just open it in Chrome or whatever, wherever it downloads, and then you just click next, next, next.
And
So,
for okay. So we're gonna be talking about package managers. How do I go back? There it is. All right, package managers. They're basically app stores. You can search, install, and install for packages or programs or whatever you want. Generally, some operating systems like some distros of Linux have, well, most distros in Linux have, package managers pre-installed. macOS has a really popular one called Brew, and Windows doesn't really have one except for Choco, which is kind of finicky. So if you don't want to use it, don't bother. The reason why this is like really convenient compared to just like the old ways doing it, like going to a website, searching up, oh, I want to install like Python, go through the installer, click a few hundred buttons, and then you're ready to go. The reason why we use package manager is pretty easy. Generally, the syntax, you just go to command line, type in whatever package manager you're using, either like apt, pip, and then type in like the parameter install, and then the package name, and you should be fine. A lot of documentation, they'll have like little lists of like how to install that specific program on the package manager, so you can just copy and paste that. I think I'll be showing you how to do that in a demo. Yes, I am. I'm just trying to remember. Sorry. Some programming languages, they actually have their like own special like ways of getting like snippets of code. Like for Node, they have npm. For Python, they have pip. For Rust, they have cargo, and some other ones have it. Like I think Go just has it like just go get package name. It's pretty interesting, and yeah, they're pretty cool. All right, so we're just gonna go into some things that we want you to install. So specifically for VS Code, I'm just gonna launch my. You can see this, right? Can someone confirm that? All right, cool. We're just gonna extensions. It's on the left, right here. It's like a bunch of boxes together. It's gonna, if you go hover over it, it's gonna say extensions. This is for Mac, Windows, and Linux, so it should be fine. Once you've done that, go to search extensions in Marketplace, and then just type in Node. And we're looking, I think Node Pack might work. Not this one. Node extension pack. There it is. So you just go to Node extension pack. Just type it in here. Here, I'll put it in chat. Yeah.
Not the preview part. The Node extension.
Oh, sorry,
pack.
not the preview part. Do not install that one.
Yeah.
But let's see.
I think we did set up VS Code earlier, right? So
yeah, I don't think we installed the general extensions with it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, either way, basically on the left side there's a button with like four boxes in the shape of like a Microsoft logo, but then the top right one is like a slightly offset, right? You click that. That's the extensions button, and then in the search box you enter Node extension pack, and then install whichever Node extension pack is the right.
To be honest, it shouldn't really matter which one you're like gonna choose. The only thing we're getting from this is like IntelliSense and some IDE stuff. Just download either probably this one because I have it installed. It's from Wayne Anderson, and then you just click the install button, and yeah. Okay, so now I just want to show you. Oh, this is something that I did earlier, but whatever. Next, I just want to show you why, like, for instance, what npm is kind of useful for. So I'm just gonna create like a new project real quick. I'm typing in a command line.
Control Shift plus.
Control Shift plus is how you do that. Cool. Oh, it affects the terminal too. Okay. So I'm just gonna make a drive. Actually, this doesn't look very great. So I'll just go to here. So I'm just gonna create a folder. It's gonna be called, I don't know, like npm test or npm stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's a good name right there. And I'm gonna open it up in my terminal, which you should be able to just do by going to open folder and then just looking for the file. So here it is, the folder. You open that, you go to, let's see, terminal on the very top of the thing. It should say terminal. Then you click new terminal and there it is. So if you've installed Node correctly, you should be able to just to like, type in npm, there it is. And if you type in Node, there's their interactive console. When we're going into Node basics, we'll tell you a bit more about the Node console. It's pretty cool. We can do that. Cool. Does not look cool? I'm just gonna exit out of that, and I just remembered, does PowerShell have clear? It does. All right, cool. We're gonna create a npm project. You don't really need to. I'm just demonstrating why package managers are useful. You don't need to pay attention to like specifically the commands I'll be writing. We'll have a more in-depth thing in later on. So I'm just gonna initialize a project, an npm project. Package name doesn't matter, none of this matters. npm stuff, things are cool. Okay, and stuff, test command, we don't care. Seconds. And we're done. Okay, so we just initialized a project. And you might not know what that means, but generally what I'm trying to communicate to you is that we can install like random snippets of code, such as the specific one I wanted is in my notes right here. So let's say I was just like trying to do a project, and what was it? And I'm doing a project that I need to code for, and that code has dependencies. I need to use other people's code for my own means for no reason at all. For instance, I'll just install this package right here. This allows me to grab files from the internet. Yes, and it's gonna be cool. And I'm just gonna do some fancy smanchy coding, really, really advanced stuff. It's cool. Real fancy coding, and there it is. So when we start running it, so I'm gonna run this by using node index.javascript. And if you press tab when you're like for instance, I'll just type in IND and I press tab, it auto-completes. You should do that because it's faster and I like it. So I'm just gonna run it, and wow, that code did something. That's nice. Okay, so let's say I just created a Git repository, a Git repository with all this stuff in it. Like I already posted it. I also put Node. So you shouldn't, when you're doing when you're posting this to like the world to the web, to online, you should put this. You should type in a file called git ignore. If I could spell ignore, there it is, and put this file in here, because this folder has a bunch of code that other people don't. They could get it on their own, so you don't want to take up GitHub's storage and bandwidth and all that, and it takes longer to upload, so don't bother doing that. So this is the same exact project we just did, except we don't have the modules. So I'm just gonna commit this code. I'm gonna clone this repository real quick.
Now, while Singmin is doing that, I want to explain why you don't want to commit the node modules folder.
Yeah.
So basically, when you install a library like whatever Git thing he just installed, right? What happens is it takes the code and puts it inside the node modules folder, right? And then there's also a file called package.json, and inside it, or package.json, but inside it, it says, okay, Singmin installed this version of this library. So everyone already knows which version he has, right? So it's completely redundant to put the actual code of the library in there. And for some reason, whoever designed Node.js and NPM thought, oh yeah, whenever you install a library for the same exact library for 2 different projects, oh yeah, let's make 2 different clones of the same exact thing. So if you have like 3 projects that use the same library, you're gonna have 3 copies of the same thing. So what you don't want to do is make that go online, so everyone has to download it because it's gonna be huge, right? You would rather
mean,
want to,
yeah.
clone those projects or clone those libraries on your own. So yeah,
Okay.
you should avoid committing those files and put it in the .gitignore file.
Yep. And if I try running a code right now without without installing everything, it's not going to work because it's confused why I'm trying to use a was it Control Shift plus? What was it? Whatever. Kenta, how do I zoom out? I'm pressing Control
Shift minus.
Really? Okay, I was pressing that and it didn't work. And anyway, so it's not working. What And to fix that, we're just gonna install. We're gonna do npm install dot, and it should install all of our dependencies that we need. And now it should work. And now with that, I have showed you why package managers are cool, and how you can use this for our projects, because now we can specify what code dependencies we need, and we can show other people to install that pretty easily with one command. Yeah. Kenta, you wanted to show them a specific extension? I think it was like Chrome
Oh
debug or something.
yeah. So this is a little bit unrelated, but I guess it's kind of related. Where did I put my phone? There it is. Okay, let me connect my phone to my computer first. So I think a while ago I showed Chrome DevTools, right? Where it's like in inspect element you can do a lot of advanced stuff, right? So the cool thing about inspect element is that you can actually connect your Chrome to Node.js. So let me set up my thing. Let me screen share, bing, bang, boom. All right, so if you have Chrome installed, this isn't Chrome, I'm gonna open Chrome so it's easier to see for everyone, I guess. So if you go to Chrome:/inspect, you should see a page like this, right? And there's actually a button if you have Node.js installed called Open Dedicated DevTools for Node. And that opens like the familiar inspect element screen, but then you can connect it to your Node.js. It's really epic. So what Sangmin showed earlier was, let me open up my terminal. What Sangmin showed earlier was the regular Node console, which is like when you type Node in here, you can start typing JavaScript. So say I want to do for I = 0, I is less than 10, I++, console dot, and then inside, I guess I'll put brackets, console.log I. So that'll print 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that, right? And you can actually do the exact same thing in here. So let me just for I = 0, I is less than 10, I++, console.log I. Oh, whoops, I haven't connected my node, so it won't work. But if you set it up correctly, it should work. My Chrome is a little bit broken, but yeah. So that's really cool. And then another thing is we're going to be making a website and then pretty much putting that website into an app, right? And you might be thinking, how the heck do we inspect element on a phone? Well, here's the cool thing. Let me open up an app I made. All right, so the home screen for the app is open, okay? And it's just the website inside an app, okay? So I'm on my computer screen. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna reload this page. Plug in my phone again. Right, and then it takes a few seconds, but I just wait. Bam. Now there's a thing here, right? I click inspect, and oh my God, I can inspect element on my phone. So see, whatever, you see this stuff on the screen right here? Let me turn off my light so you can see better. You see stuff on the screen? I can edit it from this inspect element page. So I can say, let's say I want to display nothing. So let me set the display to none. None. Bam, screen turns off. Right. I can also say, oh yeah, let's change the background color to black. Oh, black. Bam, background color is black. That's really cool. Now we can just play around with our app from our computer while we code. I think it's amazing. So I'm definitely going to be using this to make our app over the semester. Yeah. And you can try this yourself if you have an app that, like, if you know of an app that seems like it's just putting a website into like your app, then you can just plug in your phone and then open this screen and try to inspect element, edit stuff in the app. All right, that's it for me for now. Yeah. All right, let me
Okay.
stop share. There it is.
Well, that's actually pretty much it for this. If you have questions, please ask them. We are very bad at telekinesis, so we can't really read minds yet. Give us like 10 more years of BMI, so we'll get onto it. But if you need help, just ask. And since this is like only like 5 minutes, it'll be pretty cool. Moving stuff with your okay. Well,
Hey, hold on. I gotta satisfy Alex. Okay, PM. You happy now? Okay. All right. Make file. Okay. CMake. Okay. Redux happy. All right. That's pretty much it for today. If you had trouble installing any of the things we listed, so VS Code, Git, and Node. If you had trouble with any of those three, just stay behind and then we can help you out.
so cold.
Wear
So
something,
incredibly
dude.
cold. So
All right, are people that are here? What's the login? I sent it, but packages. There we go.
Zoom bot, that'd be fun. Maybe we should do that. Yeah.
Zoom is quirky. You forgot
I
which
don't know.
email you used. It doesn't matter because I think we only check. Oh wait, actually I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. I know you're here every meeting.
Just
It
try
doesn't
using your
matter.
Steam. Or sorry, school.
I'm gonna
or
be
whatever,
completely
yeah.
honest. The attendance thing we only do because the club organization thinks like you have to take attendance every week.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Wait, we don't even do anything with it. Sorry, what? We do lots of things with it. We do
Yeah, we do a lot
metrics.
with
It tells us how to do things. Yep. Okay.
Hey, Samantha or Natalie, do you have some questions with installing, or are you just here just to meme around?
Meme's good.
All right, I'm assuming that's a no. How does school email work?
I mean, because if you have your school email, N Yang, I guess we could just guess. But if we ever used it,
how do you forget your school email? All right, that's it for today. I'm gonna end the meeting here. Yes. Anyone got anything before we end? No? All righty. Well, see you next week. Bye.